Need a headband with I'm pregnant.
Oh, that would work, Donald. All right, guys, jump onto your mat to me. We'll do a little shoulder circle warm up here. I'm just going to get you to give me some arm circles backwards for 5. And then in the other direction for 5. 5 and opposite arm. And forward. Lovely. And we'll go 2 together, backwards. Really try to pull your arms back as far as you can. And forwards. 5. Lovely. Just shake out the wrist for me. Side to side. And then up and down. Very nice, guys. And we'll jump onto all 4s. Big push away through the shoulders. Rotate the elbows back. And we're going for 10 forward wrist rocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last rep, guys, I want you to hold forward, tuck your toes, and just gently lift your knees about 1 inch off the ground and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep leaning forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely stuff. Sit back. Just do a little counter stretch here. Pull your fingers down to the floor. Get a nice stretch on the top of the forearm. Lovely. And switch. All right, fingers facing forward again. We're going to go 10 first knuckle push-ups. So again, push away through the shoulders, elbows back, press the first knuckle into the floor. Try to get your wrist fully extended or nice and flat and control it back to the ground. Making our way through 10 reps. 8, 9, feel the wrist working here. And 10. Lovely, guys. Just walk those fingers out to the side and all the way back till they're facing your knees. Turning them in as much as you can. And we go for 10 wrist rocks backwards. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have the strongest wrist, guys, at the end of all this. I'm just thinking, we do so much wrist work when you're here twice a week. There'll be no fear of any broken wrists in this bunch. 9 and 10. Excellent, guys. And last one, just make a fist. Bring your fingers together. Pop the back of your hand onto the floor and then try to straighten those elbows. You can hold the stretch here if it feels good. Keep a tight fist, or if you want to bend and straighten in and out of the stretch, you can. Hold here, another 30 seconds. Very nice. Really feel that pull across the front of your hand, all those little tendons. Excellent, guys. All right, we're going to make our way through 15 scapula push-ups in 3 positions. So on our knees, on our feet, in a plank position, and then into down dog. So starting, guys, on all 4s. I really want you to focus on locking out that elbow and pushing the ground away. So getting yourself as tall as you can here, and then go for 5 scap push-ups. Try to isolate the movement as much as you can. So it's just your scapula sliding together and pushing apart. Once you've done 5, come onto your plank position, onto the balls of your feet. Give me 5 more. Slow and controlled here. and 5. You can take a little rest once you're done. And then we're going to do our last one in our down dog position. So it's overhead. So think about creating as much space between your ear and your arm. And then you're going to shrug up to try and close that space completely. All right. You can bend your knees as much as you need here. Push the chest through. So you're really pushing through those arms. And then sink into your shrug and push away. For 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm just going to do a little awareness here as well. We're going to go back into those 2 positions. And I just want you to hold for 5 seconds in this depressed position. So where you have lots of space between ears and arms, and maybe even a little bend, just to see how that feels. So you're going to be in down dog in this position for about 5 seconds. And then I want you to really push. Lock out the arms as much as you can. Close the gap between your arm and your head and hold that one for 5 seconds and just notice any difference. So first one, lots of space, slight bend in the elbow, and then you're going to really push through, okay? And just see how it feels in those different positions. So into your down dog, bend your knees, drop your chest through, bend your elbows a little bit, big gap between your head and your hands. And then I want you to push through, arms to ears. See if you can drop the chest through a little bit more. Lovely, guys. Nice, Carly. And again, that's optimal position. When you are upside down, it is very hard to completely close that space, but it's what you're aiming for. The more space we have here, and any slight bend in that elbow is going to make it a much harder position to hold. All right, guys, good stuff. We're going to just do a little bit of active work in the upper back and shoulders, and then we'll get into some fun bunny hop work. All right, so I'll give you a quick demo here. We're going to lie flat on our tummy, hands out in front. You're going to give me 10 arm lifts, forehead in contact with the floor. So 10 lifts, 10 circles out, 10 circles in, and then a 10-second hold. All right, so I'll talk you guys through that. So as we lie flat on the floor, I want you to stretch. Make your body as long as physically possible. Big toes are squeezed together, knees are together. Squeeze your quads, so maybe your knees lift off the floor. Keep the top of your foot down. Squeeze your glutes. Forehead on the mat, and here we go for 10 straight arm pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice T. Doing alternate, that's perfect. All right, guys, rest. Let's create some tension again. Stretch and squeeze all the muscles of the body. Arms up, 10 circles outwards, mini circles, off you go. In your own count. Just 10 little circles moving away from each other. Lovely. And if it's T is doing an awesome job there, Carly. If you feel like you need to lift your head, do one arm at a time. Very nice, guys. Watch the bend in the elbow, guys. I want complete tension through that arm. So keep reaching and squeezing the arms as close to your ears as possible. Shake it off. We're going to go again, guys. You're going to go 10 circles in the opposite direction. Off you go. Reach, guys. Really reach as much as you can. Lovely, Philly. And remember to get those arms as high as you can. Perfect. And then when you're ready, guys, I'm going to let you be honest. And I want you to give me a 20-second hold with your arms as high as you can, reaching as much as possible. Off you go. Lovely. Don't forget to breathe here. And just feel the heat in those shoulders. Keep reaching. Imagine I've grabbed your wrist and I'm trying to pull you forward. Excellent, guys. Your own count to 20 seconds and you're done. Lovely work. And shake it out. The shoulders should be nice and warm after that. All right, we're going to do some bunny hops. Just before we get into it, I want to give you a little reminder of what I want your arms and upper body to be doing. When you jump your feet off the floor, so without jumping, I'm just going to lift my hips and I'm going to push my head through to my legs with a big shrug and back down again. So I just want you to give me 5. So you can keep your hands nice and close. You're going to lift your hips, push your head through and big shrug and back to the ground. Head through and big shrug. So you're trying to open up that shoulder angle to get it as straight as possible. Nice, Carly. And when we take it to the bunny hop, your upper body is super active. So you'll be pushing up and trying to open those shoulders as your hips come up and over. Lovely, Alex. That looks great from here. Excellent. So just notice where your chest is going and how you're pushing through your shoulders and lats. Fantastic. Okay. So same idea. This time we're just going to take a little bunny hop. I'm not worried about how high we get. I'm just looking for a tight tuck. So bringing heels to butt cheeks. So very same position. I'm already pushing, little lift in my hips. I'm going to bend, kick my bum. As I do, I'm going to push and try and get my chest through. Okay. Try and stay as light as possible on the landing. Nice, Philly. Really good, Alex. And guys, the lightness on the landing comes from an active upper body. Good, Philly. Big push, Carly. Lovely T. Very nice. Sorry, 5 to 10 reps, guys. Good, Philly. So just be mindful of those shoulders moving forward, Philly. I want you to try and push your shoulders back as you jump up. Nice, Carly. There you go. So much better, Philly. Yes, you're very, very close. Alex, amazing. Woo, Alex. And again, just watch those shoulders. They're slightly going forward. So toward the wall. Try to pull them back from the wall. All right, ladies and gents, rest up for a second. That takes, well, if you're as unfit as me at the moment, that takes my breath away. Okay, now we can bring it into the wall. I think we did this 2 weeks ago where we're going to try and get our feet towards the wall. That means getting our hips stacked right over our shoulders and then our feet to the wall. So very same thing. My hands are about 2 inches from my wall. I'm going to push as much as I can. Lift the hips, little bend, and see if I can get my feet to the wall and then really push nice and tall. All right, and even if you don't get there, that's okay. Push tall. Whew. All right, so have a couple of attempts, guys. We'll work at this for about 3 minutes. I'll let everyone try this one. Good, Donald, more push through those arms. Nice. Yo, Donald, you have to get it today. Lovely T. Yes, Philly. Woo! Look at that, you're flying up. Come on, Alex. Lovely, Carly. So as Carly and T, can you bring your eyes back to the camera for a sec? So I still want you to practice that one, but in line with that one, I'm going to get you to turn around. Everyone can do this as well if they want. So it's just going to help you with stacking those hips at the top. So you're going to come onto all fours, feet against the wall. If you want, you can go closer to be a little bit more challenging, but start in about this setup. And you're going to jump up, and then I want you to push your chest through and try to lift your hips over your head. Okay? If that feels easier, take the hands a little closer. It's a little bit harder to jump up now. Once you get here, chest through, hips over. All right? And see if you can find some nice alignment there. Good, Philly. Now you need to, lovely, Philly. Bring the feet a bit lower, Philly. And straighten your knees. Straighten, straighten. Head through, Philly, head to the wall. So you see where your shoulders went that time. KT, bring those toes lower for me. Good, head through, T. Nice, Alex. Alex, that's really good extension through your lats and arms. Big improvement on position. Donald, have those feet came to the wall yet? Once. You're so, okay, brilliant. Let's see it, Carly. Okay, good, Carly. Head through for me. Lovely, Carly. And push those hips higher. Straighten the knees slightly. Straighten your knees. There you go, Carly. Very nice position. Beautiful work. Okay, we'll go for about another minute. Alex, Philly, Donald, I want to see you do back to the wall again, getting those knees up. Good. Philly, can you bring your hands closer to the wall? There we go. That's going to stop that shoulder moving forward. Yes, Philly, look at that line. Okay, Donald, let's see it. Donald, I want you to bring your hands a little bit further away from the wall, about another inch further away, just to give you space with those shoulders. Come on, Alex. Yes, Alex. Woo! You may have done it already. That's the first one I saw. Okay, T, let's see it. Lovely, T. Really push tall, T. Really push through those hands. Nice. T's gone on to our next movement, which is what we're doing here in a moment. That's totally fine.
That's because I can't do the first one, Jane.
It's a tough position in that tuck to open up.
Yeah.
But if you can go anywhere in between the tuck and the straight legs, T. Whichever you feel you're getting the best shoulder opening kind of stretch.
Yeah.
Lovely. Good, Donald. Donald, slight bend in those elbows. I know it might come from mobility, but really try to squeeze the tricep and lock out the elbow. All right, guys, we are going to move on to some wall angled holds. Lovely, Philly, which is going to help with our alignment. And then we'll do some kick up practice at the end. So we're going chest to wall. You can go anywhere from hands being like in a downward dog distance from the wall, or you can walk your hands right in for chest to wall. Totally up to you. But for the first one, hopefully you guys can see me there. So I'm going to start roughly in a down dog position. Quick tip, if you have black socks, be careful on a white wall because it does mark. So go bare feet or white socks. So from here, guys, one big step up. Point the toes if you can so the back of your foot is on the wall. Once you're here, I want you to keep walking those toes as high as you can. Push, push, push through your shoulders. Get into a nice straight line. Squeeze your hips. So watch it, this position. Squeeze those hips down. Whew, I'm probably hanging out in all areas there.
I have PTSD about a wall, getting up on a wall now that way.
So we never did wall walks.
Sorry,
Reason, huh?
I'm laughing at Philly going, you do? How do you think I feel?
I'm surprised you're getting upside down on that grass.
That's the only way. If you ever mess up in a box jump, go straight back to them the next week.
Sure, I did it again on Monday,
Oh yeah, you did.
but I didn't get any further. It's the 9 wall walks. It just kills me.
Okay.
But
And
I
again, Carly, that's not
this one.
reflective of your fitness or strength, simply mobility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I just
So with this one, guys, as I said, I'm looking for total open through the shoulders and squeeze those hips so you have a nice hollow position. All right. So we'll go for a downward dog and we're going for a 30-second hold. I'll put a clock on here or as long as you can. All right, clock is on. Beautiful. Now, Philly, creep those feet higher on the wall and squeeze, not your hands, just your feet. Squeeze your bum to the wall. Beautiful. Lovely T. Now, Alex, I want you to think about hollow position. So think about pulling your belly button to your spine. Very nice. Donal, feet together for me, Donal. Lovely, Carly. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice. I should have mentioned this first. If you feel like you're getting to the end of your ability to hold yourself upside down, walk out and let yourself down before it's too late. All right, some people stay there too long and then they don't have the strength to actually get down safely.
Carly.
Philly, I was trying to make my way around.
the one that's one too many, Philly.
All right, guys. So if that felt good, I want you to do the same thing, but take a foot step inwards with your hands. So you're a little bit closer, but keep the idea of reaching those toes as if someone has pinched your 2 big toes and they're pulling you up the wall. All right, so I'm looking through as much length through your body as possible. All right, off we go again. So walk a bit closer as much as you feel comfortable, guys. And then I want you to be as tall as physically possible. Beautiful line, Philly. Lovely. And Donal, look at those legs. Excellent, Teresa. Nice, Alex. I can't comment on your shape, Alex, just because I can only see your back. And beautiful, Carly. Well done, guys. We've got another 10 seconds to go. Good. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Philly, have a quick look at me for a second. You have the slightest, I'm being picky now, but you have the slightest hinge in your hips. So when you're up on the wall, you have this little bit of a hip hinge. And I want you to try and squeeze the bum in so your hip flexors here are completely straight and not in this position. So squeeze that bum to try and get total straightness through your hip flexor. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I wasn't really squeezing my bum, so I'll try that next time.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not even about squeezing your bum, because I can squeeze my bum out there, but almost shortening those abs, so pulling your pelvic floor up. All right, and often when people are upside down and I say squeeze your bum, they stick it out, because when you're upside down it's hard to know. So just think of hip flexors to the wall. All right, ladies and gents, we're going to do that one more time and then we'll have some kick up time. Lovely. So when you're ready, off you go. T, let's get a bit closer with the hands this time. Take a step in for me if you can. There you go, Philly. Beautiful, Philly. Great fix. Alex, that is excellent line to those shoulders and looking much stronger to the core. All right, guys, imagine someone has pinched your big toes and they're lifting you off the floor. They're lifting you higher. See if you can get a centimeter higher with those toes. Beautiful shapes from everyone. You all need to come back and look at this. Lovely. And I see some of you coming down. Excellent, Donal. I'll let you come down whenever you're ready. And Carly. So again, the more effort you put into this, the less time you can actually stay up there. It's really tough when you're lengthening. It makes it very tiring. Hence, if you're doing a handstand hold in a competition for time, you kind of just get up and then you relax into shape. But right now we're working on, I suppose, optimal position. So it's hard to stay up there for a long time. Lovely, guys. Are you ready to do some kick-up practice? Yeah. Do we need demos? Are you guys, I think you're all veterans at this point. And I'm pregnant, so I'm going to let you guys go for it.
You rest where you can.
Thanks, Philly. So guys, start with your T kick up if you want. Again, Philly, we did this last week. So a little bit like the hip hinge. If you're hitting the wall or the floor with this angle in your shoulder, it's going to be very difficult. So I want you to work on landing on the wall or landing on the floor in this lovely straight line. All right, or as best you can. Lovely. Donal, let's try and not get that first foot to the wall. So just, I want you airborne, 2 feet. Same with you, Philly. Forget the wall is there, guys. You're coming into a handstand position off the wall. Oh, no rep, Philly. No rep, Donal.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna focus.
So just think, do your 1-2 drill. All right, I'll give you a quick demo here. So from here, I just want 1-2 in the air. 1-2, and back down nice and controlled. All right, and you'll eventually find yourself spending time in the air. No rep, Philly. T, that's also a no rep.
I think I'm putting too much power in, and like I know the wall's there, so it's just like it's so annoying.
Just imagine, Philly, if that wall wasn't there, where would you end up?
On my back.
Yeah. All right, so let's pretend that wall is not there. Yes, Donal. Donal, give me a bit more tension in those legs. Good, Alex. Alex, quick look at the camera. You were showing me lovely line through your shoulders earlier, but now you have this slight bend or angle. So I want you to really focus on opening up. Kylie, you're like a ninja there, all in black. It's hard to see against the fence. Come on, T. Yes, Donal. There you go, T. That was good. She's almost saying, is that it? Have I enough done, Jane? Lovely, Donal. Good rep.